Right, welcome. So here we are on Tuesday, the 29th of September, and my name is Leah, and I'm really grateful and happy to be here with everyone today to share about our upcoming Women's Wellness virtual retreat, holistic reset. We've had different names for it, and to bring us in, we're each gonna share, the facilitators are gonna share what we're offering, and I'm gonna share more about what we're going to be doing during the 30 days to nourish our bodies, and to bring us in and share the field of how this came about to be. I'm gonna call in my dear sister and mentor and co-creatrix, Christina Aman, who I'm so honored to walk this path with in life.
Thank you, Leah. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be part of this collective creative process that really just came through. A bunch of people had the vision at the same time and felt it and were listening and co-collaborating and expressing it. And it was just something that in 4 years of facilitating these group transformations, it's the first time that we're doing one exclusively for women, people who identify as women. And that is kind of shocking in and of itself that this is the first time. And it just feels so right and so juicy. And I am personally so excited to dive into this. And as with all things guided by the feminine force and that paradigm of collaboration, cooperation, receptivity, intuition, creation energy, it is really taking on a life of its own and happening through us. And there's such a beautiful array of people who we'll be hearing from today, sharing their gifts. The value of this 30-day journey is really priceless. The gifts that are going to be coming through to guide and support our transformation as we base it in a platform of this superfoods wellness, of this deep nourishment, of this detoxification, which we're going to hear more about from Leah, really using that physical transformation, that gut healing as a platform to then dive into all these other aspects of a blossoming experience that we get to have in this sisterhood collective. So we're going to hear about the physical transformation, and then we're going to hear from many, not all, but many of our facilitators on how they'll be guiding particular aspects of our journey. So thanks for taking the time to be here today, and you're welcome to share this with anyone that you want to do the journey with.
Thank you, Christina. Got mixed light here. So yeah, so I'm going to share right now, I'm going to share a lot about, well, not a lot, but I'm going to share about what we're going to be doing to nourish our bodies, to heal from within, and to restore our vitality. That for many people, I know for myself as well, I've been feeling like maxed out these past bunch of months. There's a lot of fullness in life right now. And so I'm really looking forward to the deep nourishment. And for many people, the products that I'm about to speak about are really deeply healing, to heal imbalances on all levels: thyroid, adrenal, hormonal imbalances, and the gut, which is the root of all of this. So through this protocol, we aim to detoxify environmental toxins and other pathogens from our bodies, to support the lymphatic system to function the way that it's designed to really clear out any of that. It's our sewage system, basically. Our body was designed to be able to clear out toxins. But we live in a world where we are overloaded. We've been overloaded with the amount of toxins in our environment. And the majority of the food that we eat is also, in addition to the soils being fed toxins basically through herbicides and pesticides, it's also really undernourished, the soil that we've been eating food from. And so that leads to our food being nutrient poor. And so many people are struggling and suffering with different kinds of ailments and diagnoses and diseases. And the root of that is that we have, on a cellular level, we have not been getting the kind of nutrients, micro and phytonutrients that we need to really help us to thrive. And our bodies are fighting off all of these toxins without having that kind of fuel that we really need. And the gut is the source of what has been the most impacted by all of these herbicides and pesticides. And when our gut microbiome is compromised and literally killed off, our body cannot assimilate the nutrients from the food that we're eating, even from the nutrient poor food that we're eating. We still can't even absorb those nutrients. The gut is the root of our immune system. It's the root of our emotional health, where serotonin is being produced. And so there's a lot of science coming out now about how the gut microbiome is really the root, the essence of how we maintain health in our body. And it is a brilliant design, and it's only about this thick, like you can't even see how thick it is, and that gets destroyed really easily, and that's what leads to leaky gut, which then leads to autoimmune disorders and all of this. When we're ingesting into our bodies chemicals that are designed to kill off life, herbicides and pesticides, they kill off the life within our own bodies too. So that's what this protocol that you're going to be using, if you choose to join us for the next 30 days, is really going to be getting to the root. Underneath all of the tiredness and the feelings of not having a lot of emotional capacity, the overwhelm, the different aches and pains, and even bigger diseases like thyroid imbalances or Lyme or whatever autoimmune disorders, we're going to be getting to the root of that, helping to heal the gut, helping to detoxify, helping to flood the body with nutrition so that on a cellular level, we can really have the vitality that it takes to really do everything that we want to do, and to even just be feeling our fullness in life. And from that place to be able to give our energy. Yeah. So I love this protocol, and I love these products. I started with it 2.5 years ago. I was a mom of a 1-year-old who hadn't been sleeping through the night, meaning like waking up every hour or 2 hours. And I was in adrenal dysfunction. And within 2 weeks, I felt so much energy come back into my body and so much emotional resilience. And so I've been sharing about it since then with other mamas, with other people, and I've seen miracles happen. Our body is designed to be self-healing. And when we give our body what it needs, we have a miraculous ability to heal from anything, really. And so I'm excited to share. Just so you all know, I'm admitting people to the call while this is happening. So if I seem a little distracted, it's because I'm like pressing admit while I'm talking. Anyway, so I'm going to dive into sharing about these amazing products. All right, so we start with the Power Shake. This is my open bag of Power Shake, the only one I have left, so I have to order some more. But the Power Shake in compostable packaging, which Purium as a company is really committed to environmental sustainability and to regenerative farming, and really to a bigger ecological mission. So we are on a mission to be plastic free by 2021, and most of our packaging is biodegradable and moving toward that. So the Power Shake, which is packaged in this compostable packaging that I just talked about, is full of micronutrients. It's raw, it's juiced and dehydrated on site right after harvest. So it maintains the highest nutrient content and the enzymes that naturally exist within the plants that our body can most easily absorb. It's incredibly bioavailable. And because of the way that it's processed, we get more nutrition than we're going to get from food that we buy in a grocery store or even at a farmer's market. By the time we eat most food, it has gone in a truck from a farm to a grocery store where it gets stored into a refrigerated section, and then we bring it home and we put it in the refrigerator, and then we finally get it into our bodies, and it doesn't have a lot of nutrition. So the Power Shake and also the Super Meal, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, these shakes are full of nutrient density like we cannot get elsewhere, because they are juiced and dehydrated in the moment to capture all of that nutrient density. And that's what helps our cells to thrive. And so this is another shake that you can get with it, Super Meal. This has amazing protein and immune boosting mushrooms and adaptogenic herbs, and really gives that other aspect of feeding our cells from that place of protection, basically, of the protein and the protection against the pathogens that are coming in. So the Power Shake helps to heal the gut and to cleanse, and the Super Meal helps to nourish and really be more of a dense food that we're eating. The Super Aminos 23, this is a plant-based amino acid complex, which basically amino acids are the building blocks of life, and they are what our cells need to function at their optimal level. And so these amino acids, which convert into protein that our body can uptake and our muscles can use and be strong within 23 minutes. Most food that we eat, we have to go through a whole process of digesting it, and we only actually absorb between 17 and 35% of that protein. And so this is 99% utilizable. So having bioavailable nutrients is really what a lot of this is about, is nutrients that our body can uptake and use and our cells can thrive. So the super aminos help to burn fat, they help to build muscle, they help to feed your brain, and they help to feed your muscles. Super awesome. And they give a lot of energy for your day. So many people who are addicted to coffee find that between the aminos and the Power Shake, they're like, I don't need coffee anymore. This is amazing. All right, on to the next thing, Biomedic. This product is amazing, amazing, amazing. I mentioned earlier herbicides and how they kill our gut. Biomedic is designed to clear and detoxify glyphosate, which is Roundup, from our body, proven to clear 75% within 6 weeks, and also reduce C-reactive protein, which is our body's inflammation marker, and also designed to repopulate the gut microbiome and repair the microvilli of the gut. And so this is an incredibly profound product that is helping people heal on the root level of all of what I mentioned earlier. And this is basically our antidote to the poisons that are involved in the GMO industry and the chemical agriculture industry. Biomedic is amazing. I could say a lot more, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. Apothecary tart cherry juice. We take this at night, and this has naturally occurring melatonin. It helps to reset your circadian rhythms and helps really drop you into much deeper sleep, and is also incredibly high antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. So, and helps our kidneys to filter. So our lymphatic system goes through our kidneys. Our kidneys are where our pee comes out with all of those toxins. So the apothecary helps our kidneys to function at that optimal level when we're already helping our lymphatic system by alkalizing and flooding our body with all of this nutrition. This helps to unplug that area that sometimes is keeping all those toxins into the body. And there's one more product called Super Cleansar, and this I don't have right now, it's on its way. But Super Cleansar helps to clear out parasites, fungus, yeast, so it's a deeper gut cleansing and clearing out the negative, non-beneficial bacterias and viruses so that our body can thrive and our beneficial bacteria can fill the space. Super Cleansar cannot be used by pregnant or breastfeeding mamas, so that would be the only thing that you'll leave out of the protocol if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. So yeah, all of this comes together in your pack, and it's 60 shakes worth, and it's 2 bottles of each of these, 2 packs of each of these that I showed. So it's a lot of amazing product, and it's a really comprehensive program for helping to both gently detoxify your body, heal your gut, and flood your body with the nutrients that we need to be able to feel our full vitality. So that's what I'm going to share about the products today. There's a lot more information. Check in with the person who invited you if you want to learn more about it or see the ingredients. So now we're going to go into sharing what we are offering during our 30 days from all of the amazing facilitators and creatrixes here. So I'm going to be offering Qigong and also presence practices. So some breath and movement practices to work with adrenaline and fear and trauma in the body, as well as Qigong to help nourish our systems, to bring energy into our wombs specifically, and to connect us with heaven and earth so that we can really be a channel for that energy to flow through us and not get stuck in all of our different places. So I'm gonna hand it over now, and I'm gonna call on, Alila to share. And I ask that Alila, after you, actually I'll do it. I'll call on the people.
I'm going to let you do it because I don't know who's doing what.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Aloha, thank you for having me. I feel so excited because I am going to come on and offer a few different things, but the thing I feel most excited about is offering a live experience where I'm going to take you into a beautiful pleasure portal, and we're going to activate your pussy power. And I feel so excited because I have to tell you, as a holistic sex, period, and wellness coach, I am working with so many women who have no libido. And why do they have no libido? Probably a lot of times because their colon is so toxic, because who feels sexy when they're bloated, gassy, and heavy feeling? Nobody. So I feel just so excited to come on and really work in the second chakra, as we're really, like Leah told us so beautifully, clearing out, activating, and cleansing a lot of the root chakra is what we're doing. And then I'm going to come in and really activate that second chakra and get the sexual energy flowing and activated and tune everyone in with holistic vaginal wellness. I'll also be sharing some PDFs and video guides. It'll just keep you going along the journey. So thank you. I feel so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. And I'm so stoked for you to be here too, Alila.
Yay. Thanks, Mama. Aloha.
Aloha. All right, I'm going to call in. I see Leela here.
Hi, thank you. Oh, I'm so thrilled to be here with you all. This is just such a magical space that we're creating. And I want to thank Leah for being the holder and the organizer behind it, as well as all of us co-facilitating. So my name is Leela, and I teach a movement practice that combines yoga, Pilates, and dance. And my belief is just that as we cleanse and transform, we also want to be moving and helping to flush things out of our body and just tuning in with what's happening for us, you know, internally as we go through this process. So my practices will also have a little emphasis on pelvic floor toning and strengthening, which is the base of our core and can really just give you this extra sort of strength and deep connection to your center and your solar plexus. So I'm really super thrilled again. I am looking forward to meeting you all, seeing you all in our group. And should I go ahead and pass to, I don't know who's here actually. I'll let you do that, Leah.
All right,
Thank
babe.
you.
Thanks, Leela. All right, Alicia.
Thank you. I'm coming on. Okay. Hello. So my name's Alicia Thompson, and I am going to be sharing some self-inquiry processes. So I am a facilitator of the work of Byron Katie. So when we have stressful, painful thoughts, which when we're going through a transformation like this, it's amazing how many emotions arise and our questioning around our food and our need of food. So I will be teaching some processes through that and helping more with the mindset and the emotions as we travel through this journey.
Awesome. Thanks, Alicia.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and I'll call Alexis. Come on in.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alexis. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. And thank you, Leah, for organizing this. This is going to be so special. It already is so magical. And I'll be sharing a movement practice called Shakti Flow, which is a fusion of yoga, dance, primal movement, spiraling, shaking to really connect us with our bodies so we can release and receive and connect with the Shakti energy. So I'm really excited to be sharing that. And yeah, Purium has been huge in my life. It's transformed so many aspects of my life. On the physical, I'm on my second cleanse currently, feeling really amazing. And this community has really inspired me in so many ways. So I'm so grateful to be here with all of you and share all of this with the feminine and nourish the feminine on all of these really deep, beautiful, magical levels. Thank you for having me, and I'll pass it to you, Leah.
Thanks, Alexis. All right, I'm going to call in Morgan.
Hey everyone, aloha. It's super nice to be here. I am personally going to be sharing some meditative movement, incorporating the intention of pleasure, because we are so constantly tapped into our pain bodies. And it's really beautiful that just by choosing to connect with pleasure, what starts to be stimulated inside of you. So different really slow movements with the breath, activating like the root lock. And when you activate the root lock, you can literally feel the energy like coming up your entire body. And there's, you know, just like whatever movement your body wants to make through that, to express it without any shame, that you can experience pleasure in any moment throughout the day and not feel like you have to hide it. Because yeah, the more that we feel pleasure, the more that we radiate pleasure, the more that we impact the world with pleasure, the more pleasure that we get to experience, obviously. So I'm super excited to share that, and very, very honored to be in the space with so many amazing, powerful leading women.
Awesome, Morgan. Thank you. That is my commitment. Expanding my pleasure potential is like something I'm in a practice of. So I love this because it's so core, I think, to people in general, and for a lot of women also, where we get into like do mode, at least I do. And so yeah, connecting with our pleasure and all that comes up around that, you know, I think it's going to be a big topic for us during this month. So thank you for offering that. And Erica, I'd love to call you in.
Beautiful. I'm so grateful to be here. This is such an inspiring collective, and the experience has just been really, really calling to me and feeling aligned with what I'm wanting and needing in my life right now, which is to deeply nourish and then be able to lead my family and the rest of my life from that place of total well-being. So I really want to bring in some deep nourishment pieces and share some of my knowledge and wisdom around food as medicine. So I'm going to be offering some different recipes, but I'm really going to get in there and provide some videos from my kitchen, from my garden. I'm going to be showing you some of my homesteading wisdom, how to grow food, how to prepare really delicious, nourishing cuisine. And I'm going to be using some of the Purium superfoods and really showing you some of the foods that can help support you on your transformation, giving you ideas and tips and tricks to have wonderful things that you're going to look forward to eating. And I'm also wanting to contribute just a personal share in our group around, as a modern day multitasking, multidimensional, crazy busy mompreneur over here, how do we find balance in it all? How do we actually make room for all the different priorities in our lives? And this is something that has been part of my focus and my practice. I'm a mom of 5 over here, single mom, and developing a farm and a home and homeschooling, and just, we're all there. We're wearing a lot of hats and playing a lot of roles. So I want to speak to that place of restoring balance and shifting the story out of overwhelm and into empowerment and well-being. So there's my offerings, and love you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here.
Yes, Mama. Erica, amazing. Did you all hear that? She's a single mom of 5 kids. This woman, there's a lot to learn for how to balance it all and radiate like she does and be so connected to the earth. I love you, Erica. I so give you so many props all the time. Corinna, I'd love to invite you in to share.
Hi, thank you. Well, first of all, I'm just so impressed by, I mean, this is magnificent what you guys have created. So I just want to honor, Christina, Erica, Layla, you guys just like pulling this off is amazing. And I'm super excited. So I'm going to be offering up a series of meditations and activations to connect you with your heart, connect you into your intuition. And ultimately, it's my hope in doing that you awaken to what I call your soul's wealth. So what I do in the world is help people to activate their wealth and really step into that. But particularly, the space I hold is that wealth is feminine and that the new wealth is feminine. And so I'm really excited to, support you in tapping right into your intuition, into that knowing. And maybe for some of you, you know, as you're going through this process of healing your gut and transforming, you're going to reconnect to who you truly are, what you really want, and all of that inner guidance supporting you and showing you how to create what you want in your life, and ultimately how to have that abundant flow so that it happens. So that's what I'll be offering up. And yeah, I'm really excited to be doing this and to be with all of you in it.
Woohoo! Awesome. I'm super excited. That's great. I'm really excited for all of this. So yeah, thank you, Corinna. Yeah, so before I bring it back to Christina, who's going to share about what she's sharing, and there was a question in the thread about how is all of this going to come through. So we're going to have a private Facebook group, and it will come through in the form of videos or posts, depending what people are posting. We'll have different posts for guiding you through the 30 days around food and recipes, and then we're going to have a bunch of videos, and those can be accessed at any time, and it's all optional and it's all free. So, and there's there are schedules, and we will post those in there as well for the different options for how you use the products and the protocol and shift your diet toward an alkalizing diet. All of that guidance will be given in the group as well. So I'm going to hand it over to Christina to close us out and share about what she's going to be sharing in the group too. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Yay. Thank you, Leah, for anchoring this container and really launching this platform for us to co-create within, and all of you amazing facilitators for your gifts. I will just kind of like tag team right off of what Karina was sharing there, which is I'll be also bringing in this piece of women's financial health. And as my friend Ashley said, can you have a really good orgasm if your bank account is empty? So really looking at how we can cultivate that wealth, that inner wealth from within, as Karina will be bringing. And even on the external, how do we implement that into our lives so that we can be flourishing and thriving and prosperous on a financial level as women. And it just so happens that the way that I've created that in my life is actually with this platform of sharing Purium with people. So not only sharing the products with people, but also supporting women and some men to build a team and duplicate and create residual income with this model. So 4 years ago when I began, I was living a pretty modest, humble, extremely financially stressful life. And in 4 years have been able to create a really comfortable living and a budget to help my husband and I and our family develop our farm. And in doing so, helping so many other, particularly women, create that economic sovereignty for themselves, which for me has translated into a much more empowered way of showing up as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, as an entrepreneur. So this is something that I love to teach about, and we'll be diving deep into really like how do we create this not only as women, but from the feminine principles that guide real wealth building. Just as Karina said, this really is something that can happen in a much more receptive, collaborative, cooperative, uplifting, soul nourishing way. So I'm excited to share about that. And if you are coming in and you're getting your package, you actually have the option to share. If you are thinking of people in your life that, whoa, they would love to hear about this. I'm just hearing about all these juicy offerings for the first time. I want to share this with my friend, my cousin, my sister, and bring them in to know about what's happening. You actually, for free, get the option to share a gift code with your friends, with your network, who then, if they come in and they purchase their superfoods, you get a referral commission for that. And that can be anything from just a casual sharing. It might help you cover the cost of your products, and it can grow to become, like I have, a primary income stream for our family that's residual. So we can give you all the mentorship and coaching and support around that. If that's interesting to you, get with the person who brought you here. And you can also learn more about that. If you're like, well, I'm curious, I have blocks, I have concerns, we can address all that so you can step into it with a real full-hearted yes, or even a tentative yes, and just kind of explore it. So it's a very supportive container for doing that. Yes, and that's really all I have to share. So thank you so much for being here, taking it in. If you're watching the replay, I'm super excited for you. I'm super excited to do this with all of you who will be showing up for this. And here we grow.